Hope you all are fine and doing very well. Today, continuing this series on Buddhism, I am bringing some new information on Buddhism regarding the Bodhisattvas and some well-known teachers in Buddhism. So we will be talking about the important personalities in Buddhism apart from Lord Buddha. We have already seen his journey and we have seen important events related to Lord Buddha. My name is Samriti Mangai, and let's start this journey, guys. That Bodhisattva is a concept. It began in Mahayana Buddhism. Mahayana Buddhism is the greater vehicle, and it differentiated itself from Hinayan Buddhism, which was the lesser vehicle. So there were some major differences between Hinayan Buddhism and Mahayana Buddhism, and the concept of Bodhisattva was one of the foremost difference between the two sects of Buddhism. And Bodhisattvas are the person who are very compassionate. They are compassionate means, and they are about to reach nirvana, but they delay their own nirvana to help others. So they are very compassionate people. So they help others. And Bodhisattvas have highly influenced Buddhist art and devotional practices. So we know that in India also there a lot of Buddhist art is inspired from Bodhisattvas, like the paintings in Ajanta. Now he is a person who has developed Bodhicitta. So that means he has developed a mind which is awakened. So awakened mind that has abundance of compassion. So his mind is different. It is not full of ignorance like of a common person. The mind of a bodhisattva is full of compassion for others. So such mind is called bodhicitta. So the first important bodhisattva is the bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, which is very popular in Buddhism and is known by different names in different countries also. And then the second bodhisattva is Bodhisattva Vajrapani, and the third important bodhisattva is Bodhisattva Manjushri. So all the three bodhisattvas they surround Lord Buddha. So first of all, talking about Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, who is also known as Padmapani because he holds Padma. So the bearer of lotus. So that is why he is also known as Padmapani Bodhisattva, and he is also known as Lokeshwar. And we will see that he is worshipped in altogether a different form in China. So talking about Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, he holds the lotus flower. He is also known as Bodhisattva of compassion. Avalokiteshvara means Lord who looks down with compassion. So Avalokiteshvara is full of compassion for the followers, for the common people. The Lotus Sutra, which is one of the important books, important text in Mahayana Buddhism, describes Avalokiteshvara extensively in chapter number 25. And according to Chinese Buddhists, Avalokiteshvara is worshipped in a female form, and the name of this female deity is Guanyin. So it is considered that Guan in Chinese is same as Avalokiteshvara, and it is the female form of Avalokiteshvara. So that coming to the next point, Guan is often depicted as female in China. She is shown holding a branch of willow tree. So this is the picture of Guan, and this is Avalokiteshvara or Padmapani Bodhisattva as depicted in Ajanta caves in India. And this is the picture of Guan, the Chinese deity, female deity. Okay, so she is shown holding a branch of a willow tree and a pot full of water. And the branch acts like a magic wand and removes the sufferings of the people and the illnesses. And the pot of water, the water cleans the impurities of mind and body. So generally, the Chinese they worship Guan as she is very compassionate and she mostly helps the women and children, and she is considered to be what we worship as Avalokiteshvara in India. Example, famous painting of Padmapani Bodhisattva in Ajanta, which is shown here and which has been asked many times in prelims too. Now coming to next Bodhisattva. So next important Bodhisattva that's around Lord Buddha is Bodhisattva Vajrapani. So Vajrapani, he manifests Buddha's power, the power of Lord Buddha, and he is often depicted holding the Vajra or the thunderbolt. So he is often shown holding in his hand a Vajra or thunderbolt, and he is one of the earliest three protective deities or bodhisattvas around Lord Buddha. So again, a famous Vajrapani Bodhisattva painting in Ajanta. Okay, so this is still preserved. Also, although you can see it is a bit distorted. Talking about the third Bodhisattva is the Bodhisattva Manjushri, and he manifests Buddha's wisdom. So, as now you know that Avalokiteshwar, he denotes Buddha's compassion. And Bodhisattva Vajrapani, he denotes Buddha's power. And this we have the third Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva Manjushri, who symbolizes Buddha's wisdom. Okay, so he is often portrayed as a young man who is holding a flaming sword. So here you can see Bodhisattva Manjushri, and he is holding a flaming sword in one of his hand, in his right hand. So flaming sword, you can see flames are coming out of the sword, which symbolizes or which denotes the ultimate knowledge. Okay, so if one attains knowledge, he shines. Okay, and secondly, in his left hand, he is shown holding a lotus flower. Okay, so he holds a lotus in his left hand, which signifies Prajna Paramita, which is perfection of wisdom Sutra. Okay, so now first of all, what is Paramita? So Paramita, it has also been asked in the prelims. So Paramitas is the word taken from Sanskrit, which is also known as Paramis in Pali. So these are some of the virtues, you can say, or some of the perfection or some of the qualities that the Buddhists strive to cultivate. So Buddhists want to have these qualities, and these qualities are known as, or these virtues are known as paramitas. Okay, so in his left hand, he is holding a lotus, which symbolizes Prajna Paramita, which is the perfection, or you can say the virtue of wisdom. And it is shown by flowering of lotus flower. Okay. Then Manjushri is often shown riding a blue lion or sitting on a lion skin, which again is symbolic and which symbolizes, which symbolizes that one can subdue a wild lion, and it is similar to subduing your intellect. So that means if one acquires knowledge, one can tame his intellect, which is similar to taming a wild lion. Okay. And he's one of the most iconic figures of Mahayana Buddhism. So he was the third Bodhisattva that we have discussed, Bodhisattva Manjushri. After him, we have Maitreya Buddha. Okay, so this question was again, it was asked in UPSC prelims that who is the future Buddha? So Maitreya Buddha, it is considered among the Buddhists that Shakyamuni Buddha would take another birth in future, and the form, and he will be known in future by the name Maitreya Buddha. Okay, so Maitreya Buddha is also called the future Buddha, and he is revered and respected both as Bodhisattva and Buddha across entire Asia. So the aspirants, not the civil services aspirants, but the Buddhists, they want to join him in the heaven where he lives, and they want to join him in heaven so that they can come on earth with him in their next birth. Okay, so aspirants seek to join him in Tushita heaven to await subsequent rebirth later on earth. At a time, he assumes his role as the next Buddha. So here is a note. Tushita heaven is where future Buddha Maitreya awaits for his time to come on earth. So he is waiting in heaven to come on earth in some future. Okay. And where he is waiting, the heaven is known as Tushita heaven. Okay, so all the terms that I am telling you are important, and you should be familiar with these terms because questions in Buddhism can be asked from anywhere. Then we have the next important Bodhisattva who is known by the name Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. So he is a Bodhisattva who is linked to practice and meditation. And in Mahayana Buddhism, he forms the Shakyamuni triad. So the Shakyamuni trinity is of three important figures in Buddhism. First is Gautam Buddha himself. Second is Bodhisattva Manjushri. And third is Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. So all three of them, they form the Shakyamuni triad. Okay. Now he is said to have taken 10 major vows that form the foundation of Bodhisattva. So it is believed that he has taken all those 10 major vows. And some Buddhist followers, they believe that practicing yoga and meditation will help them become the type of Bodhisattva Samantabhadra represents. So, as I have already told you, he is linked with yoga practice and meditation. So, Buddhists they believe that by practicing yoga and meditation, they too can become the type of Bodhisattva that Samantabhadra is. Okay, and he is shown riding a white elephant. Okay, so the last point say he is frequently represented perched atop an elephant in Chinese artistic history. So he is shown riding a elephant. Now coming to next important figure or next important bodhisattva is the goddess Tara. And I believe you must be knowing that as Vajrayan Buddhism, it became popular. So Vajrayan, it was associated with magic and tantra. So one goddess also became very important in India, particularly in eastern part of India, and that was Tara. Is often linked with the importance that Shakti worship got in India at that time. So, Shakti worship was worshipping the Shakti, or you can say female deity in Hinduism, and the same concept was borrowed by Buddhism also. So, a female deity became very important in India and later abroad, and she is known by the name goddess Tara. So she has great importance in Mahayana Buddhism, especially in Tibet. It is believed that she is goddess Parvati's Buddhist form. So it is believed that the Shakti, or you can say Parvati, in Buddhism became Tara. Okay. And by 4th century AD, Shakti worship also started in Buddhism. So I told you Shakti worship became important in Hinduism, and so it was borrowed by Buddhism also. So Shakti worship became important in Buddhism too. And Tara is most commonly regarded as the goddess of compassion. So again, she is very compassionate, and her two forms which are worshipped are green Tara and white Tara. So to differentiate between both of them, one is painted in green color and is known as green Tara, and other is known as white Tara. So it is believed that these two were the wives of King of Tibet. So two wives, and they were considered as the incarnations of Tara. So two wives of King of Tibet. One was from Nepal, okay, and one was from Tibet only. So both of them are considered to be incarnations of Tara. And to differentiate between the two, one was called white Tara and other was called green Tara. It is also said that Tara, she was born out of the blue light that came out of the eye of Bodhisattva Avalokiteshwar. So Avalokiteshwar, he also symbolizes compassion, and Tara also symbolizes compassion. So it is widely believed among the Buddhists that Tara, she was born out of the blue light that came out of the eye of Avalokiteshwar, and some also believe that she was born from the tears which fell from the eyes of Avalokiteshwar. Okay, so Tara symbolizes unending compassion of the deity who tries hard day and night to relieve suffering of the worshippers. Okay, so she is an important goddess in Buddhism, especially in Vajrayana Buddhism. So Tara became prominent because of the ease with which she helped the living beings and helped them to achieve salvation. So, guys, we have seen some of the important bodhisattvas in Buddhism and the important qualities they reflect and how they always inspire their worshippers to follow their path, to be compassionate, to be enlightened, to be knowledgeable. So all the qualities they want their worshippers also to pursue. So today's lecture, because I have to rush now, so let us keep this lecture till the Bodhisattvas, and I will continue with the important teachers in Buddhism who were born in India and who took the Buddhist learnings and Buddhist values to different parts of the world, especially to Tibet. Okay, so we will be discussing about the important teachers in our next lecture. So till then, I want you to please like the video and please, memorize the facts because these are important from the exam point of view. And please like the video, share the video, and give your feedback. These things inspire me to make a lot more interesting videos for you. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Thanks a lot.